Hello, everybody, and welcome in to Kusel Stadium at Mariemont High School. Alongside Sam Northrup, I'm Luke Brenneman, and welcome to ICRC's coverage of CHL boys soccer. Sam, the Taylor Yellow Jackets come into Kusel Stadium tonight to play the Mariemont Warriors. What can you tell us about this matchup?
Yeah, we've got a big matchup here, CHL battle. Over on the Taylor Yellow Jack side of the field, we have forward Zach Howard, who is second in the league in assists and first in the league in points with 44. So he's a very prolific player for them. And over on the Mariemont side of the field, we have missing for the Warriors is sophomore Max Murphy. He has missed over 5 straight games, and he's really their key offensive player. So they're really gonna be missing him up top today. But they're still headed up by seniors Ryder Osgood, Marco Zanardo, and Evan Equavy, and also junior phenom Max Miller.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets come to this one 10-3 on the year with a couple of draws, and then the Warriors 6-6 with a couple of draws themselves. We've officially kicked it away, and we're off. Ball knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Never mind. Late switch up, and the Warriors going to get the ball. Ridge goes in for the tackle on Howard. Ball's going to be at Howard's feet a lot tonight, Sam. Leading the league in points, like you said. He can do it all. Very quick, great passer, and can finish it if he needs to. All-around senior, and he's been dominant in the league. Ryder Osgood with a very nice touch on the near sideline. They bump it over to Miller. Jordan back to Miller. Going for the cross with the left foot. It's going to go right into the Taylor goaltender's arms. The Yellow Jackets are going to look to push it the other way.
That was a bit of a weak attempt on the cross by Miller there. And from what I've heard from this Warrior team, this is one of the better Taylor Yellow Jacket teams in the past couple of years. So I think we're going to see a very low-scoring one. Goalkeeper Landon Lape for the Taylor Yellow Jackets has been outstanding this year, as has Jackson Hampton for the Warriors.
Yeah, we could see just a low-scoring physical battle tonight. CHL games, never easy to win. Definitely think this one's going to come down to a late second-half score. Osgood turns it over. Stevens gets it right back for him in the middle of the field. Makes a nice move. Max Miller slows it down and bumps it back to the anchor, Marco Zanardo. Finds Jordan. Stevens looking for the through ball. Has a man. On the outside is Letton. Coming back in the middle.
Oh.
Miller just can't get all of that one, and there's a save for Lape.
That's 2 times very early for Miller that it just looked a little weak coming off his foot. Still early, though. He's probably just getting warmed up. Hope to see that.
Howard showing off the speed. Stevens clears it out of bounds. Yellow Jackets will throw it in.
Howard appeared to be looking for a foul call there. Not quite sure what he was thinking. I didn't see much.
Letton with the big throw, trying to find Jordan. This one's over his head. Interesting touch there. Klecker on the far sideline. Finds Letton. This one's going to trickle out of bounds. Go in Taylor's direction. Klecker, the junior, finds Jordan, another junior. Along the sideline, the Warriors go, striking once again. Looking for a crossing lane is Letton. Getting physical on the sideline. It's going to lead to a Warriors corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity early for the Warriors. I mean, we're 4 minutes in, but they're definitely maintaining possession and looking dangerous. This is where they're missing Max Murphy who was the sole kick taker for the Warriors. So we'll see what kind of offense they can produce out of this try here.
Taking the kick is Max Miller. A little low liner into the box. This one hits a few guys. It's going to be a goal kick. No, we're going to do it again. Excuse me. Looks like Jordan, a little more bigger. Oh, Zanardo, really good touch there. Just right of the far pipe. It's going to be a goal kick.
Fancy attempt there by Zanardo, letting it go through his legs and trying to catch it with the back foot. Just clipped it a little early.
Sam, would you argue that Zanardo's the best player on this Warrior team?
Without the presence of Max Murphy, I would absolutely say so. He's got a cannon of a leg and can fire it in hot from very far out of the box. Inside of
Owen Steve. I mean, that was full-on two-hand push there from my angle.
Oh, that was Klecker there on that one.
No, I saw Stevens, but nothing coming easy for the leading point scorer in the CHL. Howard gets shoved over. Taylor's going to attempt. This one headed in. Stevens knocks it out, has Letton. Very good clearance for the Warriors. Klecker steps in front of the pass. Here they come and going the other way. Klecker looking to the outside. Zanardo and Ridge trying to clear it out. Osgood down the sideline, has a man. Here's Jordan. Even numbers here. Jordan bumps it back to Miller. He turns it over. Sam, back and forth a lot here. What do you think both teams need to do to try to get a scoring chance?
Right now, both teams just appear to be a bit sloppy with their passes. Not quite on target. A lot of turnovers early. But sometimes that's just the way these divisional battles go.
Hey, here's Owen Stevens. Jordan switches the fields. Osgood looking for a man. Headed for Stevens. Taylor's going to knock it out. Ridge makes a nice play in the middle of the field, going head-to-head with Howard. Ooh, fancy touch from Zach Howard. Kicks it to Fonestock.
Good clearance by Howard there.
McAdams going at it with Zanardo, and Marco's just going to knock it out of bounds. Taylor might have something going here with just under 33 left in the first half of play. Sam, I would definitely argue from watching this Warrior team a few times this season, their defense is a very strong part, anchored by multiple seniors. You talked about Zanardo and Osgood. Their goalkeeper, Hampton's a senior, first-year starter, and he's had a heck of a season. And then coming off the bench, guys like Aquavy make very big plays on that end of the field.
One guy that kind of gets overlooked on that backside of the Warriors team is Ben Fonestock.
Yeah.
He's been outstanding. He was a starter as a sophomore and continuing to start this year. Been a very productive player. And I think one thing that the Warriors do a good job of defensively is clearing it. So you see a lot of teams try to get cute and possess the ball in their own end. But this Mariemont team does not like to play games with that, especially Zanardo with that big leg. He just likes to get out of the zone, take the danger out of play, and reset.
First set of changes made tonight by the Yellow Jackets. Shot coming in on Hampton, just a little weak dribbler. Jackson instructing his guys to get down there. Huge punt from Hampton. This one hits the deck. Miller into the middle. Right back to Klecker. Oh, very nice touch from Klecker. Just couldn't get the through ball. Strong defensive play from Zach Paff, the senior. He's continuing to push. Ridge slows him down, bumps it to Zanardo.
Seems like the communication up front for the Warriors is a little off right now.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like they're expecting guys to be in places where they just end up not being, or they're late to the spot.
I've seen a few times where there have been two Warriors near the ball, and they both expect the other guy to go and get it. So it ends up just bouncing aimlessly in between them and ends up and causes a turnover. Great touch by Organiziak there.
Yeah, really good play on the sideline to keep it in bounds. This one's going to trickle out, however. It's going to stay with blue. Organiziak battling on the sideline. To Howard in the center. Looking for the through ball. Hernman's going to have it at the 15. Nice play by Fonestock. Looks like he got a foot on that and broke up the pass. Here's Ridge.
Adams with the through ball for
finds
the
Organiziak on the edge. Great defensive play by Paff. Looks like Zach Paff already making some plays. Excuse me, Josh Paff already making some plays for Taylor defensively. Sam, I mean, one could definitely say, we've talked about some star players for Mariemont. They have a very bright future in this soccer program. The best player on the team, who's currently injured, like we talked about, Max Murphy, just a sophomore, and then Chance Ridge, also a sophomore starter. Klecker and Miller, the two juniors up top, along with Jordan.
Fonestock in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
next year is looking quite promising.
Yeah, I've heard some state championship rumors. I think that's the goal every year, but they said next year, if there was to be one in specific, it would be 2023. Or would that be 2024 for them?
The game would be in 2024, yes.
It'd be the 23-24 season, yeah. Here's Jordan. Oh, very nice touch to Miller. Back to Jordan with the header. Jordan's pass is just so strong and crisp. He's taken over from where Max Murphy would typically be in that striker role. Header in. Has Miller. Oh, he chips a goalie and just over the cage. Very good ball movement from the Warriors. Just back and forth all the way within 5 yards to the goal, and Miller just could not capitalize on the opportunity.
Yeah, tough volley there for Miller. Directly in line with the keeper. Tough angle to work with for the far side of the goal. Tried to go over top and just barely missed that top post.
Mariemont's going to slow it down. Zanardo going to go all the way back to Hampton.
Zanardo is coming off a foot injury. He missed a couple games in the last couple weeks with a foot injury. I know he's been walking around with a boot to keep it protected during the day. Still been playing the games, trying to fight through the pain and help this Warrior team get a win.
Oh, great tackle from Howard. Ridge definitely more powerful than Zach Howard, or at least bigger physically, and Howard tripped him up and took the ball away. Yellow Jackets trying to get something going. This Mariemont defense just won't let them seem to get past the 45. They might have something here, but once again, knocked away by Chance Ridge. Osgood, great touch on the sideline.
It was another great tackle by Howard. I think he's showing us why he's first in the league in points.
He's definitely got a chance to be CHL Player of the Year, if you ask me. James Hall kicks it right into Owen Stevens, another underclassman that we forgot to talk about.
These midfielders for the Warriors are really flying around the field, making a lot of plays. Oh.
Very fancy touch by Osgood. It's not going to work. Sub's going to check in for the Warriors. David Andrews.
Looked like Howard thought that one was out of bounds, but
and in for Taylor, number 10, Dakota
will remain
Clark.
possession
Number
of
14,
the Yellow Jackets.
Ben
I didn't
Herman.
think that ball was out of bounds when Howard touched it.
Number 18, Kyle Herman, and number 20, Nick Paff.
Snell and Drummond will sit for the Yellow Jackets, getting some fresh legs out there early on. Looks like they're going to get Stevens for a little bit of a bump there. Sam, do you agree with that?
Will be a
I thought
free
it was a good
kick.
tackle.
Maybe a bit of excessive contact there.
Set play to
Yeah,
be
he definitely
initiated
made
by
contact
number
with the
5,
ball,
Zach
but
Paff.
a little bit of the upper body came into play. I don't hate that call. It's definitely a big difference looking at the calls from the point of view as a fan in the student section and being in the booth up here. Your opinions definitely change heavily when you're over there in that student section. Every call should
Paff
be
will
for the
scoot up
Warriors.
10 yards and try again.
Zach Paff going to take the free kick for Taylor here. Sends it into the box. Zanardo. Looks like he has 2 feet on everyone else inside of there. He's so
Zanardo,
tall.
with that 6'5" frame, tough to get anything over his head.
Ridge knocks it out of bounds. Mariemont's going to sub here. Multiple guys. It's going to be Caudill, Aquavi,
In for Taylor,
Mansler,
number
and
16,
Collister.
Ethan Schmidt.
Caudill, only a freshman.
And for the Warriors, we have
Checking in at the
Collister,
24-minute mark.
Aquavi,
Yeah, Caudill has some great speed up front.
Mansler, and Cottle.
Yeah, maybe that decision was made putting in Aquavi and Caudill. I know those guys are very fast. Mansler also up top with a very big foot. Maybe Voneg's trying to get some offensive action going here.
Seems like it. The Warriors seem to be able to possess it in the attacking half, and then once they get near that box, things kind of fall apart.
Aquavi loses it, then wins it back. Finds Collister. Aquavi knocks it out with his left. Osgood with the header. Caudill, first touch of the game, and it's a good one. Very good pass. Looks like Mansler was just not ready for it. He let it go by him. He could have bumped it to Aquavi, and the Warriors had something going there. But once again, another missed opportunity in the Yellow Jackets half for Mariemont. They're still going to retain possession, however. Aquavi a little strong with the body touch. Here's Howard. Maybe the Yellow Jackets have something going the other way. Knocked away by Fonestock, and once again, wow.
The Warriors seem a bit panicked with the ball right now.
Yeah, no one wants to hold it for more than like 1 or 2 seconds. They're super jittery.
Ooh, nice deflection there by Zanardo to keep it in front of him.
Osgood has Caudill. Oh, very fancy footwork from Jack Caudill, the freshman. He turns it over, though.
That was disgusting.
You can hear Vonnegut from up here encouraging his guys. I mean, it seems like defensively they're playing very well.
Definitely winning the battle of possession, but it's very much back and forth. Who's going to be able to make that one push that can put someone on the scoreboard first? Stevens takes his time. Very nice breakup from Dakota Clark.
I know a lot of the Warriors' tougher matches this season have been very low scoring. And there's been times where they've just struggled to put balls in the net. Hopefully they can rectify that here. But for these first coming on 20 minutes, seems like more of the same.
Caudill. Ryder on the near side. It's going to be a Mariemont throw. Looks like the Warriors might have something working for them. They're going to wait for Ridge to take the throw in.
I know Ridge and Letton for the Warriors have the biggest arms for the throw-in. So should be seeing a heavy dose of that tonight down here.
Absolute missile thrown in. Hits Zanardo first. Aquavy going for it on the sideline. He's going to go straight back with it. Bump it to Stevens, who couldn't get a foot on it, and here's Howard. Oh, very nice ball from Zach Howard. Hernman looking for a cross. Very weak touch. Zanardo lets it go to Hampton.
Fine patience on the defense by
Jackson going to move a little quick here, looking for his
Hampton out to break up the cross.
other senior, Evan Aquavy. Sam, I've been impressed with Owen Stevens' control in the middle of the pitch tonight. It seems to me like he's one of the only Warriors confident with the ball at his foot. He's holding on to it, kind of reading the field, finding an open man, and then distributing the ball well.
There's been a few times so far where he's made a nice move in the middle. Ooh,
I'm not sure about that tackle.
I don't think he caught any ball there. But there's, back to Owen Stevens, there's been a few times where he's stayed poised with the ball, made a good move to get by a defender and get the ball moving upfield.
Great tackle from Ben Fonestock. Fonestock looking for Aquavy. Aquavy trips. Makes a good touch, though. Mansler to Caudell on the near side. Caudell trying to cross, and it's going to lead to a Warrior corner. Oh, goal kick. Wow.
Oh,
I'm surprised with that decision.
No, and the head official's going to override that one.
Like
Yeah, we're always right up here, Sam. They heard us. They were watching the broadcast.
Deflected off of the defensive player, and it will be a corner kick for
We're
the
in their
Warriors.
ears.
Warriors striking again in the Taylor half. This time it's going to be Stevens who takes the free kick. They've got to be looking for Zanardo in his 6'5" frame in the middle.
Yeah, it seems like the man on him, he's got a whole entire head on. I know his head got a tip on the last one, and it looks like Mansler up there standing in front of the keeper trying to block his vision.
Stevens, a very deep ball. Aquavy, great header into the middle. Oh, Mansler had a chance. It just came off his head a little weak. He's frustrated with himself there.
Headed to the middle
That was
by
a great
Aquavy.
feed from Aquavy. Wow.
Yeah, off the head. I know it's very difficult to be accurate with those, but
It went far pipe to near pipe, and Mansler had a shot to put the Warriors on the scoreboard. Yellow Jackets. Hernman can't cross. Fonestock lets it go out of bounds. Taylor's going to get their first corner try of the
Corner
night.
kick for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like that might be number 7, Luke Weiss, to take the kick. And for Mariemont, number 17, Max Marquez, and number 22, Tucker Fry.
onto the field come
In for the
senior
Yellow Jackets,
Max
number 21,
Marquez,
James
along
Hall,
with
number 13,
another young
Josh
guy,
Paff, number 15,
freshman,
Keller Draymond, number
Tucker
19,
Fry.
Jackson Snell, and number 9,
See, as we go
Corey
back to this
McAdams.
young team, they've got a lot of potential.
Zach Grau will take the corner.
Cross coming in. And that ball was out of bounds the second it left his foot. Goal kick for Hampton coming up. 17 remain in the first half of play. Neither team
17 minutes remain in the first half. It's a good time to
on the
remind
scoreboard
everyone
just yet,
at
but a
the
few
concession
chances for
stand
Mariemont. I'd say
located
they're
on
winning the
visitor
battle of
side
possession
behind
probably
the
every
bleachers.
category right now, but all it's going to
Is
take is
open for
one strike from the Yellow
business, and all
Jackets.
proceeds do benefit
Because
the
Mariemont just seem
Arts Association.
they can't convert right now, Sam.
Nope.
There's plenty of hot dogs, nachos and cheese, hot pretzels. Lots
Again,
of drinks,
Osgood there looks just
including
feels
sports drinks,
rushed.
Soft drinks and water.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of
Candy and
Ryder's
snacks again,
play
please.
style as well,
Spend
watching them
liberally.
over the years. But
As the proceeds benefit
when they
the
get in the middle of
Mariemont
the field, I
Arts
think Taylor's
Association.
also doing a very good job of just being right on them. The second they catch it or touch it with their foot, the Yellow Jacket is screaming on the Warriors' hips.
Oh.
Great play by Zanardo to block it.
Like a handball by Zanardo there.
Shot blocked by Zanardo.
Maybe inadvertent contact, no call. Seems like the sun's starting to set here. Getting dark out. It's time for some Tuesday night lights soccer.
Yeah, great night. I mean, like 60, 65, probably going to get down in the high 50s towards the second half, but I'm sure the guys on the pitch are loving the weather right now.
Absolutely.
Stevens very frustrated. I think he was mad about what you were talking about just a few minutes ago. He expected someone to be somewhere, and they just seem to not be popping up for one another. Collister finds his guy on the far sideline.
Yeah, I mean, it's a key theme throughout this first half is they seem to be out of sync.
Cross coming in. Good play by Lapp to cut right in front of Aquavi.
Nice through ball played down the sideline by David Andrews. Mansler able to make a nice play to get that cross off. Broken up by Lape, stepping off his line.
Taylor just right on the Warriors' shins as soon as they catch a pass. Good move by Collister to slow it down. I think that's what Mariemont needs to do. Do you agree, Sam? Kind of slow it down, oversee the field a little bit, and run their offense because it looks very scattered and stagnant right now.
I mean, while they have been leading in possession, it's really not quality possession. They're kind of just kicking the ball around the field rather than it seemed like following a plan or trying to make a play. Well, great job by Marquez to get around the defender there.
Oh, is he going to be able to get a cross in? No, he can't. Terrific play defensively by 21, James Hall, the junior. The Jackets progress. Jackson Snell sends it in the middle, knocked away by a Warrior defender. David Andrews on the far sideline has a Quavy. The Warriors might have something going here. Can Mansler switch the fields? Mansler just fighting to get the ball back, finds Stevens. Trying to split two. It's not going to work.
Oh. Seems like they got Stevens with a hook there.
Stevens very physical, Sam.
Yeah, especially for such a young guy. Not afraid to own up to these older guys on the Taylor half the field and try to make a play.
Yeah, I'm sure head coach Eric Vonnegs loves that. Sophomore showing up. He's not scared of anybody.
No, seems like we've got a bit of a line change coming up here for the Warriors. Got 5 guys waiting to check in.
I do think that the unit they brought in a couple minutes ago with Aquavi, Mansler, and Caudill did play very well. I think they had more opportunities than the first line or the starters did.
Yeah, it seemed in those first couple minutes the starters looked promising, and Howard is hounding these officials. Seems like he's looking for a call on every play.
Throw in for the Yellow Jackets.
Howard's going to take his first rest of the night.
Luke Weiss, and number 3,
and the Warriors will put Caudill back in. Klecker, Miller, Jordan, and Chance Ridge.
Caudill, Miller,
be interesting to see how the Warriors control the middle half without Stevens. Now that he's going to go take a quick rest. Oh,
Warriors
great move by Osgood.
Got a chance to score here. Dangerous attack.
Miller bumps it back to Osgood. Tries to split two. Terrific breakup from Luke West. Zanardo knocks it out of bounds to slow down the Yellow Jackets. They might have something brewing with just under 11.5 left. Another set of subs. Hynoski checks in for the first time.
I can feel an announcer's jinx after I say this, but The Yellow
14,
Jackets really
Ben Herman.
haven't had
Number
any
4,
dangerous
Zach
shots
Howard.
on goal like the Warriors
And
had.
also into the game, number 10, Dakota Clark.
Miller had that volley go right over the top of the goal, and Manzler had that header. And I haven't really seen anything of that nature for the Yellow Jackets.
Sneaking in at the end as
Yeah,
well
Hampton
for Taylor was number 18.
Hasn't
Kyle
had too many
Herman
scares
onto
back
the
there
field.
thus far. He's going to punt it away. Caudell trying to use his speed. Cuts a man off. Very physical on the sideline. Oh. Who
Wow.
are they going to get for the bump? I think both of them went at each
Yeah.
other. They're going to put Caudell here.
Seems like they both went in for the shoulder, and Caudell was just a bit stronger. He's going to get called for that. But it seemed almost simultaneous.
Yeah, he was going at it with Zach Paff, so a freshman and a senior going head-to-head at about the 20-yard line.
Oof.
I think Caudell won it physically, though. Of course, Taylor did get the ball, so that's all that matters.
Howard looks extremely comfortable with the ball.
Yeah, I think that's what really makes a good player.
Seems like when he sees a Warrior defender coming up, he knows what he's going to do before they get there. And has been able to get by him a couple times so far.
I would argue Sam Klecker's the same way. Looks very confident with the ball at his foot. Number 10 for the Warriors. They have a cross here. Caudell, a little too strong. I for sure thought that was the one that was going to put somebody on the board. Wow, that was a perfect chance. Just came off a little hot. There's another look at it.
That was a really, really good and impressive cross from Miller.
Oh.
Caudell just caught it a little high on his leg. Kind of ran up on him.
Max Miller's versatility is incredible, Sam. All summer on the select team he plays for, he's one of the best goalies in the country, you could argue. They went all the way down to Orlando, Florida, and won some huge soccer tournament down there. He was playing goalie, won the golden boot of the entire tournament.
He's a gold glover for the...
Oh, gold glover. Oh.
He's a gold glover for the
That's what
FCC Academy team, which is extremely impressive.
Hynoski making things happen early. Jordan with a little drop-off pass. Oh, great play by Taylor. Thought he was just going to knock that one away. That was Dakota Clark. Instead of kicking it out of bounds, he kicked it off Hynoski. Gave the Jackets the ball.
Yeah, really impressive play there.
Into the game.
There's just not enough spacing for the Warriors right now.
Yeah, again, we keep touching on it. They're just out of sync. Ooh.
Klecker, nice move. Ball sent to Caudell. Does not have any numbers. Trying to bump it over to Letton. And it did hit a Jacket defender, and they'll stay with Mariemont.
I wasn't too sure. I thought the Yellow Jacket defender got out of the way there, but
I agree with you, Sam. From our angle, looked like it did not hit anybody.
But something we can notice with the young guys for the Warriors is their speed. The two freshmen in the game, Caudell and Tucker Fry, are really been flying around the field.
Here's Letton. Klecker in the middle. Left foot to Jordan. Hynoski trying to cross. Will he? He does. Nobody there for Mariemont, and the Jackets will send this one way out of bounds. Once again, another scoring chance for the Warriors.
It looked like Zanardo kind of fanned on that one with his head. Here we go. We get a good look. Oh,
It's actually Caudell.
it was Caudell who jumped right in front of Zanardo.
Cross coming in on the corner. This one's going to go out of bounds, too. I saw Zanardo a little bit upset with Caudell after. Kind of threw his arms down to his side, looking at Jack. I'm sure it was nothing critical, just a little bit of a miscommunication around the goal.
And you can never fault a guy for trying to make a play like that because you're just not sure what's going through Zanardo's head if you're Caudell. But
yeah, if I'm Coach Vonen's regular season game, guys getting ready for the tournament in a couple weeks, definitely want to be netting balls like that, but you can't complain that two guys are hungry to score because that's better than what we saw in the first few minutes where it seemed like nobody wanted to get a good strike on it.
But Caudell is had a few chances here early.
Yeah, instant impact for sure. He's kind of defined the term fresh legs. Great breakup by Osgood. Well, too strong on the ball intended for Jordan.
Seemed like Cotto wanted that one up the sideline. But smart play by Jordan to just maintain possession.
Jordan in the middle, bumps it wide. Letton, cross. Caudill got tangled up.
Carter Jordan.
It's going to go to Lape.
Some nice moves inside.
Again, Cotto in the mix down there.
Cross. Play broken up by Landon Lape.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sonardo was concussed by the end of this game with how many times he's touching the ball with his head.
Caudill won't catch up to that one. Checking in for the Jackets, number 2, Zach Grau, sophomore midfielder.
Into the game for Taylor.
Stevens dribbles through a few. Has Ridge. Was looking for Klecker, and no can do. Taylor done a very good job neutralizing this Warriors attack.
And on that play, as you touched on earlier, the spacing, there seemed to be about 6 Warriors in a 5-yard span.
Here we go. They might have something going once again. Miller on the cross, looking for Caudill. This one's bouncing around. Great touch by Jack Caudill. Broken away and sent away by Howard, but right back into the zone they go. Stevens tangled up. He's not going to get a call. I definitely thought he was bumped.
Yeah, it seems like the officials are letting him play a little bit.
Fonestock going at it with Snell. Seems like Ben Fonestock just lets nothing past him.
Fantastic defender.
By Fonestock.
Clearance from Zanardo there.
Sam, do you think it's interesting that both of Mariemont's forwards, Jordan and Miller, are both naturally goalkeepers? I think that just speaks for how much talent they have in that position, because Hampton, the senior, had to wait his turn as a very good player all throughout high school until his senior year to start, and then they have to go with Miller and Jordan up top just because of how good of just foot skills they have, that they can contribute offensively as well.
Yeah, extremely talented guys, being able to work similar to baseball on a two-way player, being able to score up top and be productive up top at least, and be able to make saves in the box.
I mean, I play goalie in lacrosse and could not imagine just kind of overnight or in a season switching, or even a summer for these guys, switching positions to the complete other end of the field. And they've done a heck of a job. I mean, Max Miller is very fun to watch with the ball at his feet. Two and a half remain in the first half of play at Kusel Stadium. Still 0-0 between the Warriors and the Yellow Jackets.
Deflected off of a Warrior player will be a throw-in for Taylor.
I know it's 0-0, but it's been a bit of an exciting half for the Warriors. Definitely had their looks.
Yeah, I definitely think I was spoiled coming into the high school during the Luke Brothers era of Mariemont soccer, because coming to a game at Kusel Stadium felt like a World Cup qualifier, because this kid would just put on a show, sending rifles in from 30 yards out, even further than that. I mean, if he had the ball even in the Warriors' half, it felt like he could make something happen just in a blink of an eye. But yeah, tonight, Mariemont's had a few opportunities. Taylor, not too many opportunities, but they're still hanging around. This game's tied up.
I mean, Brothers definitely had some help with guys like Kyle Kroll, who could fly on the field. But yeah, we've definitely been spoiled with this Mariemont program and how successful they've been. And last year with Martin Eisenhower and Henry Buck, those two were extremely talented.
Yeah, another guy on that team that graduated, Sam Cellino. He's now a part of the coaching staff of Mariemont soccer team, so he's down there on the sideline. Just the program kind of growing exponentially, I would say. They had the success winning the state championship, led by brothers and those other seniors you talked about. But ever since then, Mariemont soccer has arrived and always making deep run after deep run in the state tournament. They look to make another one this year, next couple of weeks. Caudill getting double teamed. I think this one hit off 10. See what the call is going to be. They're not going to give it to him. Oh, yeah, they will give him the corner.
Now with 35 seconds left, Warriors looking to make something happen.
Very nice play from Caudill. The Jacket faithful below us don't agree with the call, but from our angle, I could definitely see it hit a Yellow Jacket. Into the box it goes. Looking for Zanardo. Oh, perfect ball from Klecker. Zanardo
able to redirect toward the goal.
Had the leverage, just came off a little too high on his head.
And that seems like it's going to do it for the first half here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's going to be in the first half of Kusel Stadium. Warriors 0, Jackets 0. Luke Brenneman, Sam Northrup, ICRC. We'll see you guys for the second half of play at Kusel Stadium.
Please. www.ohsaa.org/tickets. For Warrior fans, your Warrior booster.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
On air or online. This is media for your community. This is ICRC-TV.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the second half of play at Kusel Stadium of CHL Soccer. We have the Taylor Yellow Jackets here at Kusel Stadium playing the host, Mariemont Warriors, and we're tied up 0-0
with a long ball over the top.
as the second half gets started.
Get the throw.
If you're just tuning in, alongside Sam Northrup, I'm Luke Brenneman. It's been somewhat exciting for a 0-0 start. Mariemont's had a couple of opportunities right in front of the net. Nothing much doing for the Jackets, however, but one goal can flip the script of this game in a blink of an eye. So it'll be an exciting second half to see who pulls it away and if anybody will get on the scoreboard.
It seemed like the Warriors had a play drawn up coming out of that touch in the beginning. I like the aggressiveness, try to get the long ball going, but didn't pan out.
Sam, would you say we could have expected a low-scoring game, considering both defenses are really good, but also Hampton and Lape in the top 5 in the CHL in shutouts this season?
Absolutely. These are two stellar goalies. Lape, is he second in shutouts?
He is.
That is just extremely impressive, something that we haven't mentioned so far.
He's only a sophomore, too.
Landon Lape clears.
Future is bright for the CHL.
Zanardo drops it back to Hampton. Hampton's got a very big leg, and he's pretty accurate. That ball was on the money to Miller. It was a very nice header on the money to Jordan. Ooh, Jordan runs a man over. Yeah, that's definitely worthy of a whistle.
Seemed like Jordan gave him a bit of a shove after he made him stumble initially.
Yeah, he was just straight up.
Foul called on the Warriors, free kick.
No cards yet today so far. Haven't seen too many bad fouls.
That was a great tackle from Letton. No hesitation. He got to the spot.
Seemed like a good job of Jordan there, staying poised. Knew he had time, thought about the play he wanted to make, and reset it.
Here's Miller. The spacing is just not there for the Warriors offensively. Stevens, chance here. Klecker turns, quick shot, terrific leg save from Lapp.
Able to control it. Gets a shot off, but it was saved.
Excuse me, Lape with the incredible save. It was a very strong move by Klecker to even get the shot off. He had his back to the goal. And just in a split second, he was able to turn his hips and get a strong shot.
Ooh. Ooh, Howard's got a leg.
Sam, what do you think that Taylor head coach Bill Buelsing said to his guys in the locker room at halftime?
Just Probably talking to him about being a little sharper defensively. There's been a few times where they've let the Warriors leak out and they've missed the coverage on a centering attempt, leading to a good opportunity.
Well played ball by
And
Max
as we go to
Miller.
corner here, I think you would have liked to see better coverage on the
It will
corners
be
for the
Max
Warriors in
Miller.
the first half. I know there was a few times where people came in unmanned and had a shot to head it in the goal.
Miller takes the corner for the Warriors. Jordan lets it go through. He retrieves it. Slide tackle from Letton. This one's going to run on out of bounds and lead to a goal kick.
For the Warriors will be a goal kick after the set play from the corner.
It looked like Fontenot kicked it off the face of Taylor player there.
Zanardo, big ball into the middle. Osgood on the far side. Through ball, great ball.
Through ball.
It's going to lead
just
to a Warriors
inside
throw.
for Osgood. Well defended by the Yellow Jackets.
I think Ridge is going to try to get one deep in the center here. Maybe give, well, Zanardo's playing back actually. Maybe give one of the bigger guys like Jordan a chance to head one in.
There's a huge throw. Got redirected towards the cage.
Flicked backwards by
No
Taylor
problem
player.
for the Jacket goalie. And
Passed it by the
talk
keeper.
about a huge punt. Wow. Kicked that one nearly 50 yards. Gniziak fails to retrieve it on the far side. Clean slate of
Substitutions
subs
for
come in
Taylor into the
for
game.
Taylor. 4 guys checking in
Number
with
2, Zach Brown.
33:45 to
Number
go in the second
21,
half.
James Hall.
The
13,
Kusel Stadium
Josh
needs some
Paff,
energy
and number
right now,
15,
Sam.
Ethan
Decent turnout
Schmidt.
from Warrior students considering it's just
And
a
back
Tuesday
in
night.
for your Warriors, number 12, Jack Caudill.
And they're looking for something to cheer for.
It's getting kind of chilly down there. And I think as this scoreboard remains with zeros, this student section is just getting a little frustrated maybe.
Yeah, 2 really good defenses, though.
Yeah. Again, something we could have expected if we had been looking at the stat sheets prior, but still, Wyoming is yet to have a really dangerous chance on Hampton. Relatively relaxed night for him so far. Ooh.
Quick throw. I love the call from Jordan. Looking for it quick. He centers it into the middle. A little strong, though. He has Osgood. Winds back to take a shot, and there was absolutely nothing on that one.
Tanner Letton with the long throw.
Goal kick for the Yellow Jackets.
I like the
Frees up
quick pace
Carter
there.
Jordan,
Try to
who makes
catch
the
Taylor a
cross.
bit
Warrior shot
on the run.
wide.
Right idea there, and Jordan just put a little too much on that cross.
I would love to see this game get a little more physical, Sam. Energy, kind of like what Jordan just showed, screaming out he wants the ball quick. Whole first half was a little bit lethargic. Both teams need to get a spark going and a spark quick if we're going to see a goal in the back of the net. Here's a chance for Taylor. Zanardo, the lone man back for the Warriors. Howard, one man to beat. Zanardo's enormous leg just seems like it chopped right over Howard to get that away. But the Yellow Jackets will still have a throw-in. I think they need to try to get the ball at Howard's feet. That's what they do, but good breakup from Stevens.
Caudill has some space here if Klecker can get to him.
Chooses the senior Osgood, who then tries to find Caudill, but it's knocked away. Ridge cuts in front. Klecker now to Stevens, double teamed.
Bonnig seems to not want the Warriors sitting with the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah, they're trying to get out in space and then center it into the middle. That seems like to be the only thing that's worked for them so far. Attacking from the middle is what we were talking about, where they just get jumbled up. Ball kind of all over the place, playing pinball.
Something interesting we've seen here is the versatility of these players. Collister came in the first half at right back, and now they just put him in at forward or midfield. So maybe trying to mix it up, give other guys chances to score.
I think they're just looking for a little bit of spark right now. Klecker might bring that to Jordan. Has a shot.
Oh.
Great play
I have a good look on that.
by the jacket defender.
Number 5, Zach Half. Really.
He made some
Heads up
terrific
play.
plays within the first 5 minutes of this game and might have just made the biggest play all night because Jordan had a lot of net that he was staring right at, and Paff came out of nowhere.
That was a heck of a play by Klecker on that setup.
Yeah.
Really fancy footwork there to get through 2 defenders and set up Jordan.
I just love the way that Klecker handles himself when the ball's at his feet. He does not look rushed whatsoever. He's definitely undersized out there compared to some other players, but he's confident in his ability. And you know, the 2 feet are the great equalizers, what people say. Coming on for the Jackets is Keaton McCollum. Sophomore checks in for number 16, Ethan Schmidt.
In for Taylor.
Jackson Snell tried to take on the entire Warrior defense. Zanardo, terrific ball to Caudill. Mariemont has something going here. Into the middle to Klecker. Miller just kind of
Chopped at it.
Yeah, I did not know what he was doing with that one, but
Zanardo with a nice pass.
unfortunate touch. I thought they had something going, but once again, Taylor holds strong in the defensive half. We
There's a beautiful
stay at 0-0.
Beautiful pass and run by Zanardo and Caudill there. Now down inside 30 minutes left in this game. Still zeros on the board.
Hampton, bad pass, intercepted by Howard. He's going to get a look at it. Good save by Jackson
Hard
Hampton to
shot
catch
from
it.
20 out, taken
First
by number
official
4,
test
Zach
we've seen
Howard.
for Hampton thus far.
There with the
Howard
angle
just trying to make
save
something
is
happen by
Hampton.
himself.
It was right. Oh, great touch by Jordan up to Caudill there.
Caudill in the box.
Back to that shot by Howard. I mean, it was right at Hampton, but it had a lot of pace on it. Got a line
In
change
for the
for Taylor Yellow
number
Jackets.
7, Luke Weiss, number 10, Dakota
And as
Clark.
well as Ryder Osgood
Number
coming in
14, Van
for
Herman.
number 15,
Number
Max
18,
Miller.
Kyle Herman, and number 20,
I
Nick
think a
Paff.
move like that is something that Vonnegues and this Warrior team would
Back in for
definitely
your
be
Warriors, number
fearing
9, Ryder
under the
Osgood.
30-minute mark now. Just kind of a dead play. Ball was knocked around, ended up in Howard's feet after Hampton tried to find his man. I mean, that's all it's going to take in a game like this is one open crack at the net, and a player as exquisite as Howard could definitely do that for the Jackets.
Oh. Seemed like Stevens barely missed Osgood there. The setup.
Great tackle by Osgood. Ball lands at Klecker's feet. He bumps it back to Ridge. Was looking for Osgood. Settled by Letton. Osgood now near side of the field. Makes a man miss with the cut. Jordan trying to center it. Over the cage it goes. Goal kick once
Nice
again.
touches and passing by the Warriors in the corner.
A lot of
Carter
possession
Jordan
time down in
tries
this
to sneak
Taylor
one
half of the
over
field for the
top.
Warriors. Just really not making it happen down there.
Goal kick by Lace.
Ridge loses it in the middle of the field there.
Howard misses the header attempt. Lands at Zanardo's feet. Jackets all jumbled together here in the middle of the field. They now have Howard. Howard v. Zanardo, the best defender for Mariemont, one of the best offensive players in this entire conference. Going for the through ball, knocked away by Marco, but it'll lead to a Yellow Jackets corner. Don't look now, Sam. Taylor striking in the second half.
Yeah, in pretty close proximity in time in the second half. Taylor's making something happen.
By Howard, the corner to be taken by Luke Weiss.
Ball sent into the box. Looks like Ridge was the first one to get his shoulder on it. Hampton makes a great play. Successfully hauls it in.
There to secure the ball was Hampton.
Big punt by Hampton.
Yeah, Jackson Hampton. He has a self-inflicted self-proclaimed himself as one of the best punters in the entire state of Ohio.
David Andrews,
You ask him about his punting, I will warn you, you need to be ready for a 30-minute conversation because he works at it and he's great at it, but he loves to talk about it. So shout out to Jackson Hampton because he puts on a clinic when he drops the ball onto his right foot.
I mean, I'm sure as a coach you'd love to know that your guys...
Oh, crashing into the box. That's great hustle from the senior.
Yeah, he really came flying in, a little out of control, but when you're moving at that speed, it's tough to be in control. I like to see the energy coming onto the field, instant impact.
Nice hustle by Aquavi to...
Yeah, Quavy's been on this varsity team. He was a sophomore. He has a state championship ring himself. Comes crashing in once again. Nothing easy. They're going to book him for a little bit of a bump, but if I'm Eric Vonix, I'd rather get booked for that than him just stand there and be lazy.
I like to see
Love the energy.
As you talked about the physicality he's bringing to it, something we'd like to see in the second half by the Warriors.
It's like Fonestock had a poor touch. Zanardo gets to the ball first. It's going to be a Taylor corner. The Jackets offensively are doing a lot better than they did in the first half. Now their third corner of the half, and they had a chance with Howard just a few minutes ago.
Little difference we're seeing is on every corner kick, the Warriors have someone on the goal line trying to get in the vision of Lape, the goalkeeper, but not the same strategy here for the Yellow Jackets. 2 corners recently, and no one really close to the goalie.
This is a high corner knocked away by Zanardo.
Good clearance by Quavy there.
Quavy kicks it into the Warriors bench. Would love to see Owen Larkings, the senior for Taylor, get more involved in the corner game. He's a really good frame.
Oh, a bit of a high kick there by number 14, Ben Herman.
Mansler sends it right into Quavy's face.
If you're Coach Voneg's right now, what's going through your head?
I don't know, Sam. I don't want to say that I'm uninspired with my offense, but they've had a couple chances that they probably should have put away. But in this second half, it seems like they haven't had nearly the amount of chances. We might have one here. Quavy putting on the burners up the sideline. See if they can get something going. This would be the guy to start it. Bumps it back to Klecker. He's trying to switch the field. Very good touch from Marquez. Slows it down. Osgood. He's going to take a rip, and right in front of the goal, it's going to be a Warrior score. It's going to be David Andrews after the shot by Ryder Osgood. And just like that, Sam, Mariemont has cracked the seal at Kusel Stadium. Warriors lead 1-0. David Andrews, the senior.
And it's
Ball is
almost kind
deflected
of
out
funny
front.
how
David
that's the shot
Andrews,
that gets it
number
going.
5.
Came off very weakly of Osgood's foot. And
There to put it away
a
for
defender
the
in
first
front
goal
of
of the
Late
game, breaking
just got a
1-0
foot on it.
tie.
And Andrews is there to put it away. Right place, right time. Good job by
Warriors
Andrews to be active.
Take the lead 1-0.
And it seemed that Lape wanted that ball to be
21:30
left to
remaining in
him.
the contest.
Very easy save. That just can't happen if you're Taylor, but Warriors love to see that. And maybe we'll see a bit more.
Oh,
Wow.
look out now. Howard showing some frustration. Into the zone, screamer right off the football goalpost. Oh,
During the
he almost
quarter,
finessed that one
and
into the
finding the
upper
edge was
90,
Zach Howard.
Sam.
A lot of empty net
His
there for
shot.
Howard
Goal
on the
kick will be
quick
taken by Hampton.
breakaway.
I mean, where has that been? It looked like he put it into a different gear that, I mean, multiplied. He's been quick tonight, but nothing like that. He has it at his feet once again. Runs through Fonestock. Trips over the ball here. He's tangled up with Stevens. He goes for the shot. Can't get it off. It's going to be a shot in.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh. It almost floated over Hampton's head, and he just has
That
to
was
punch it
Taken
out of
by Luke
bounds.
Weiss.
That's a great location on that shot there.
Is a high shot near the
Top
crossbar.
right-hand
Had to
corner.
be parried by Hampton.
Smart play by
Will be
Hampton
another
not
corner
to
kick.
try to do anything too ambitious there. Punch it out, let the team reset. They've been very good defending on these goal kicks, on these corner kicks.
Game getting a lot more interesting now. Both teams having multiple chances. There's another one, and a great
by
save
Yellow
by
Jackets.
Hampton, laying out just to knock it
Finds
out.
its way to the near post.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
whoa, there is no way they're giving them a goal. Hampton's just going to send it away. That is a high
Substitution by
IQ
the
play, but they're
Warriors.
going to call
Oh.
it dead.
yeah, the only two Warriors in that vicinity where I think Fonestock was there to make the play had Hampton not been there.
Oh, no, they're not. They're not going to fix the call, Sam. It was a coach's warning due to their frustration, and rightfully so.
Goal
They
kick
should be
for the
frustrated with that
Warriors.
decision.
That is
After the goalie
Hampton
touch occurred
straight
out
up
of bounds
laid
once
out
the
to
ball had already crossed
keep the ball
goal
from going in the
line.
net, and they say it didn't touch anybody.
you never like to see that,
Oh.
especially if you're a Taylor fan. But that was an atrocious call.
Let's take another look at it here, Sam.
Yeah, it clearly
Oh,
is off
obviously.
Hampton.
That looked like it might have hit him in the face.
And you know, every corner is is a great opportunity as a scoring chance. You have a free cross into the middle of the field, and that's got to be frustrating.
Good pass from Stevens. Osgood into the box. Gonna bring up a Warrior corner.
Solid defensive hustle.
Seemed like it took Mariemont to punch Taylor in the mouth with 20 minutes remaining.
To
by the
see
Yellow
any
Jackets
kind of
defender.
Yeah, to give him a spark, and Howard brought it immediately after, like literally seconds
That was
after.
Kyle Herman
Then they
on
got a few more
defense.
chances, but couldn't
Corner
convert.
kick
We have a
for the
ball
Warriors.
game here, Sam. Corner coming in.
Oh! Manzler with the
Wow.
header. That was a beautiful, beautiful ball in by Max Miller. I don't think that could have been any more well done.
Jeez, Mariemont has put it into a second
Rocket of a
gear in this
corner
half.
kick
That ball
by Max
curved
Miller.
perfectly onto the senior
Curls it
Manzler's
just
head,
in front of the near post.
and the Warriors take a lead, 2-0.
Manzler had 4 guys around him, and that was just placed perfectly by Miller. Nice head turn by Manzler there to get the ball right in that top corner where Lape cannot access it, and really, really well
As the
done.
ball
And that's
curls
goals by 2 guys we
across the
really,
near post.
coming in,
Harry
we're not
Manzler
talking about much.
Yeah, Sam, I was going to say the same thing. We talked about the young,
there with the header
explosive
to
core of this
secure the
team.
2-goal lead.
Miller contributed to
Warriors
that one, but he's an
2-0,
upperclassman.
18:30
The two
remaining.
guys on the stat sheet, David Andrews and Harry Manzler, both came off the bench in this one, and both seniors.
Really, really good to see. This Warrior team has great depth, and they're really showing it right now.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take to make a run in the tournament. Need every single guy on the team to contribute. That was just an incredible ball from Max Miller, though. Taylor has something going here, and the kick is good, but on the wrong goal.
By the Warriors. Shot by the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets are getting the chances, so they can't
Well
complain
high.
about not being in the Warriors' third enough, but they
Back
need to
in the
convert
game
if
for
they want to get back
Taylor
into this
is
game. Now down
McAdams.
2 with under 18 to go.
both teams have really found their spark offensively, getting good looks. And I would almost argue that in this half, Taylor has had better looks than the Warriors, but on that beautiful touch by Miller, it is difficult to defend that. Oh. That one nearly went over Lape.
It's got to be frustrating playing against this Warriors defense with a guy as big as Zanardo back there to just calm everything down and clear the ball, because he's just the definition of an anchor.
Absolutely, and every time the keeper's looking to punt or kick a deep one on a free kick, you know whose head it's going to. It's
right,
Marcos Zanardo. So, like you said, it's got to be frustrating. Wouldn't be surprised here to see the Warriors kind of take their foot off the gas and play the possession game a bit more. Kind of see the time leak off this clock and try to get into the locker room.
Terrific tackle from Howard. He takes on Fonestock. Warriors will clear. Ansler, the goal scorer, bumps it over to Klecker. Here comes Blue going the other way. Klecker, through ball. Knocked away. This one back into the box.
Mansler looks like he was poaching there for his second, Warriors' third.
Well defended by the Yellow Jackets.
It was a great play by Zach Paff, who stepped in front of Klecker's through ball, trying to get the ball to the far edge. This one sent in right into Hampton's.
And here we might get to see that famous leg he likes to talk about.
Off his line to break that play up.
Hampton's been playing very well.
Yeah, on the only real test we've seen him have, he's handled it very well. Defended a nice shot in that top right-hand corner, and then another good job on that corner kick to get it out, and for what would end up being a goal kick, earned possession, but still that call is kind of lingering in my head right now.
Yeah, Sam, they just put in Chance Ridge and Organiziak. I think Ridge is more of a defender than Stevens is in the middle of the field, so like you said, taking the foot off the gas just a little bit, trying to protect this 2-goal lead with 15 minutes left.
Yeah, but we've seen this Taylor offense light it up when they need to. It would not be a surprise at all. Anything can happen in these games. Wouldn't be shocked if Howard ends up getting another good look at the net.
We might have a chance here. Fonestock. That was a very good play. It may not have looked like much on your screen, but just chasing down after Ben Fonestock was Mick Adams, the junior for the Jackets, and Fonestock just had to stay calm. He saw him coming right at him with a full head of steam and just made the smart decision to kick it out.
A bad touch off the foot of Zach Howard there.
Carter Jordan back in for the Warriors.
Zach Howard's had to do a lot of the offensive workload by himself tonight, Sam, so he's going to take a well-deserved break with 14 left. There's without a doubt in my mind that we're going to see him come back into this game within the next few minutes.
Impressive to have the conditioning these guys do, to be able to, the few that stay in the game the whole time, never take a seat. I don't believe Zanardo's come out of this game.
Osgood hasn't been on the bench too much either. He's been in on the action quite a bit. Same with Fonestock, who just had the touch there.
Oh.
McAdams tries to keep it down the line.
Just like that, Howard right back into the game.
Yeah, I don't think at this point in the game the Taylor team can afford to not have him in there.
And I believe that may have been Keaton McCollum in.
Howard, a really good athlete, also a basketball player for the Jackets. They have a pretty big basketball team.
Very talented basketball player.
Sam, I know you play basketball. Have you had your fair share of matchups with Zach Howard?
He's a great defender in both sports, apparently.
Just straight class with the ball at his feet. Look at him dancing, trying to get a shot off. Great defense from the Warriors. Miller came in to double team him alongside Fonestock. They shut down the attack.
And it seems like right now, if it's not coming off the foot of Howard, it's not turning into much of a look for these Yellow Jackets.
Sam, if you're Coach Buellsing for the Yellow Jackets,
Good hustle
personally,
by
I think you're
Jordan on the far
obviously
side.
you don't like giving up 2 goals in the second
Able to
half.
keep that ball
And
in bounds.
if
Will
this
be a
game
throw-in
stays the
for
way it is,
Warriors.
Mariemont's going to come out with a win. But I would be somewhat inspired by the way
Number
their
2,
offense has
Hugo
performed in the
Ellis.
second half, generating chance after chance and not
In for Mariemont.
losing any quit whatsoever.
Of course, I think he's going to be thrilled with the effort they've given this half.
And for Taylor,
Just on that backside, they've gotten a bit sloppy.
McAdams,
Even on
Clark,
that goal to
and Herman.
Manzler, the corner was well covered. It's just a absolutely perfect ball in by Miller. Not much you can do about that. And then on Andrew's goal, it was just a bit of a miscommunication between the keeper and his defender. And then a weak touch off the foot of Zach Paff led to a goal by David Andrews. So,
Yeah, that first goal was just unfortunate because you can't fault Paff for stepping in the way of the ball, but
yeah.
it's not like he knew the ball was just going to trickle into the goalkeeper's arms. Front of the
Max
goal is
Miller fires a
Osgood. He
shot.
can't get it to go. Great save.
On net, it is saved
By
by
Lape.
Lape.
Lape, Sam. I've screwed his name up like 10 times tonight. I
Osgood's
finally got it.
follow-up
Just gave
shot
you a
broken
huge
up.
fist bump. It only took us with 11 minutes left for me to say his name correctly, but clearance made by Paff.
Oh, great play by Fonestock there.
Good sportsmanship.
Great hustle by both
Yeah,
players.
playing with Zach Howard in basketball throughout the years, he's always been a great sport.
Howard and
And
Fonny.
he's a good competitor. You don't
And
like playing
Fonestock
against
gets
him
there
because of how
first.
good he is, especially
Contact
defensively.
initiated. Zanardo will put the ball
But
back into play.
you
on
gotta
the free
respect
kick
his
for the
game.
Warriors.
Here's Zanardo on the free kick. Wow, what a ball, just on the money. The nearest man was Caudell. Just couldn't get a head on it. That ball just dropped in perfectly.
And we close in under 10 minutes left in this game. Luke, what do you think? Outcome, 2-0?
I think we have room for another goal in this one. I've seen crazier things. The second half has been an entirely different game than we saw in the first. Both teams having opportunity, chance after chance. I would be surprised within the next
Contact
9:33
initiated, and advantage was lost,
we
so
see
it will
another
be a
ball
free
in the back
kick
of the net.
to
What about you?
Mariemont. Zanardo
It seems like,
from
actually,
37.
I guess the Warriors in the last couple minutes had a good look, but I would be surprised if this score is not 2-0 with triple zeros on the clock.
Entering the game
Yeah, I think
for
they're
the
more
Warriors,
focused
number
on just
20,
protecting
Seth
this
Farrell.
lead, getting out of here on Tuesday night with a win.
Back in for the Warriors, number
Coming
10,
towards the end
Sam
of the
Klecker.
regular season.
This is their last regular season home game, so
And Ethan Schmidt.
I'm sure they'd like
For
to
the
just
Yellow
get out of here. Hampton, especially with a shutout, close out his regular season high school career. That'd be a nice way to polish it off.
Yeah, they still will play a couple of games at Kusel Stadium. Hampton's going to get tested here. Here's Howard showing off the speed. Hampton came right at Howard, who just made a terrific touch. It was... And we have a ball game, Sam. Taylor
Hampton
now
off the line to make
on the
the
scoreboard.
play. It is
2-1,
deflected.
Warriors still lead. But here,
To the inside,
Taylor
and
splits
does
both Warrior players.
cross
Hampton
the goal
comes out at the
line.
wrong time, and this one
Allowing
just trickles on into the back.
Taylor Yellow Jackets to pull within one.
I think that
With
was
8:35
the
remaining
epitome
in the
of an
game,
announcer's jinx.
Warriors on top, 2-1.
I think not 10 seconds before that goal was scored, I said that
Back in
Hampton
for
would like to get out
Mariemont,
of here
Tanner Letton.
with a shutout to close out his
And
regular season
Owen
high school
Stevens.
career at home.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. The ball was kind of up for grabs. I didn't even know if Howard had possession there, but
Something you touched on earlier, he kind of flicks into a different gear.
yeah, he can just put it into sport mode. And all it took was just a little bump. It's not like a rocket had to beat Hampton from that close in. But Jackson was also charging him at the same time, if you saw that. And I think Hampton left just a few seconds late or even shouldn't have gone at all. But either way, in close, Warriors still up 2-1. But this game got a lot more interesting. Plenty of time left for Taylor to score an equalizer.
Absolutely. This is going to be one that comes down to the wire. Much more interesting second half here. A lot more excitement.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to call. And I don't think Zach Howard's done yet. He's the leader in points in the CHL, and you can tell he's never satisfied. 44 points. This guy has a motor that does not stop. So look out for number 4 in white. Try and knot this thing up.
See Miller coming back onto the pitch. Maybe try to net one.
Back in for the Warriors.
Give the Warriors a little bit more breathing room.
Ball bump back to Klecker. Here's Ridge with space.
Uh-oh.
Broken up.
Counterattack here by the Yellow Jackets.
Zanardo knocks it away, but not for long. Here they come once again. Sam, it seems like for anything to happen for the guys in white, the ball has to be at Zach Howard's feet.
Yes, absolutely. And it seems like they're trying to get it to him.
Mariemont did a great job there, just not letting it get to number 4, because if it does, it seems like bad things happen if you're a Warrior fan.
I think someone like Ridge or Fonestock should be glued to him on this half of the field. Try to make sure he doesn't gain possession of the ball and put the Yellow Jackets in position to tie in this one.
Interesting decision here. They're bringing in Caudill and Aquavi.
For the Yellow Jackets.
The Jackets will bring in fresh legs as well.
Keller Draymond.
Seemed like Zach Howard just needed that little water break there when he came out for about a minute. And he's got a fresh tank, and now he's
Joey Elson.
back on moving.
Jack Caudill and Evan Aquavi in for the Warriors.
Caudill buried in his own corner.
Good work to get the
Immediate
good
dividends,
work
and
to
Aquavi's
get a
pass to
corner
Caudill
kick out of that one.
Ends up in a corner kick for the
As we
Warriors.
get a
will
look
be
at Coach
taken
Heinbaugh and Coach
by
Vonix
Max Miller.
over there on the Warriors sideline.
It's been a dynamic duo the last couple of years. They've done a heck of a job bringing the program to the point it's at right now. Corner sent in. Just a low dribbler. This is anyone's ball on the far sideline. Looks like Miller's going to come up with it. 5 minutes remain.
Oh,
Ball's picked off by Letton. Oh, great touch from Caudill. Letton shot. Too strong.
Caudill and Letton combine
Kind
on
of been the
touches.
theme with
Letton's
Warriors
shot
misses tonight.
is
A little
high,
too much
under
on him.
5
it was a
minutes
nice
remaining
setup
in
by
contest.
Caudill back to Letton as he saw him running through, but just could not get an accurate shot on the net.
Stevens in the middle of the field. Finds Aquavi. Oh, this ball sent into Max Miller. Header.
Oh,
Save.
really, really well played in there.
Leap.
Didn't quite see
Cross by Letton,
who
Max
got it to
Miller.
Miller there, but it's beautiful
Runs
ball.
onto it. His header on goal, but it is saved
Should be, oh,
as Lape is in the
whoa,
right spot.
I'm not too sure about that call.
They're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, it's going to be a Warrior ball.
That was a call that nobody gets paid enough to make.
You're not wrong there.
What do they call in the pros? VAR?
Yeah, VAR review. I don't believe there's enough funding here for one of those.
Taylor now really against the clock with 3:05 remaining. They need a score, and a score fast. I think putting in Cotto was a great decision. He's only been in for like 2 minutes now, Sam, and the ball is always at number 12's feet.
Oh, not too sure that wasn't. Oh, thought Aquavi might have got pushed in the back there. No call, though.
It was still a nice play by Aquavi. He ended up tripping and then just knocked it away, which is going to lead to this goal kick, but took some precious time off the clock.
Smart play by Fonstock there.
Great
Booted
ball.
away.
Good header. Junior to junior. Miller to Klecker. Now Aquavi on the near sideline. He's double teamed. He splits him.
Oh, and just got away from number 18, Kyle Herman. Looked like they might have had a chance for a counter there.
Will be a Warrior throw in.
We close in under 2 minutes left of gameplay.
Remaining.
Mariemont just milking the clock right now. They switch to who's going to take the throw in.
Heady play by the Warriors here, maintaining possession, letting this clock trickle down.
Miller in the middle of the field. Warriors keeping 3 guys back. Fonestock, Zanardo, and Letton. Ridge is also staying around the 50-yard line as well. Aquavi goes for the left foot. There's just a knuckleball coming off there. He's going to get it again. Makes the pass to Caudill this time. Is Caudill going to try one from distance? He misses it. Herman and Caudill now going at it on the far side.
1 minute remains in the contest.
Under a minute left now at Kusel Stadium.
Caudill really showing his physicality. I know I see him in the gym a lot. He's a strong kid, but really letting the Taylor team know it.
So by saying you see him in the gym a lot, are you implying that you're also in the gym a lot, Sam?
I think that's more what I mean
Featured
is
yellow jacket player.
I'm assuming he's in the gym a lot because whenever the very, very rare occasion I'm there, he is also there.
Yeah, I mean, for good reason. Kids playing all kinds of minutes as a freshman on the varsity team. And this is a very competitive varsity team as the Warriors look to hold on. In the last 55 seconds, Herman got a little beat up. He's going to go to the cart. He goes off on his own power to the cart, but now he's going to get a little taxi ride around the track. Hopefully he's all right. He's had a pretty good game tonight. Very quick on the outside.
And the Yellow Jackets are going to have one last chance here, 55 seconds left. And they're going to bring the keeper up to take this kick.
I like that decision.
Uh-oh, Howard's got it.
Oh, goes for the Maradona move.
Not too sure there
I
wasn't
think
a foul there.
Chance Ridge ended up knocking that one away. It was him and Stevens both all over Howard.
What a ball by Miller.
Aquavi turning on the Jets, one of the fastest guys in the league. What does he have? Makes a very smart decision to just slow it down, mess around in the corner.
Aquavi takes the ball to the corner.
He just rolls it across the track. I'm not too familiar with the soccer rules, but there's no way that was completely legal.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Under 5 seconds now.
5, 4,
And
3,
that is going to do
1.
it.
Very impressive victory for the Mariemont Warriors at Kusel Stadium. They hang on and score 2 second-half goals to Taylor's 1. Warriors win 2-1 at home and move to 7-6 on the year. Goal scorers, David Andrews and Harry Mansler. Sam, any final words?
And Zach Howard for the Taylor Yellow Jackets. I just think it's great to see. It's a great confidence booster for this Warriors team heading into the postseason. Great for these Mariemont seniors to close out their regular season career with a victory. And I think they've got a lot to be happy about. They've definitely got some stuff to work on, but this team, at least in the second half, is looking good to make a postseason run.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do now in the new season that's about to start for them. A ton of seniors on this team. We talked about their young core. They definitely have a good lineup. Vonnegues has to be confident in his guys as they go into the postseason. Luke Brenneman and Sam Northrup signing off for ICRC-TV. Thank you so much to everyone who helped out with this production, giving students like us incredible opportunities to call games like this. Warriors win 2-1. Thank you for tuning in.